Hello everyone, I'm Tubby Squirrel, and today I wanted to just make a quick video on the Shrine of Secrets. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, the Shrine of Secrets is a page on the Dead by Daylight in-game store that each week features 4 randomly chosen perks, 2 killer perks, and 2 survivor perks, to be purchased with iridescent shards, regardless of if you have that character or not. And you can buy these perks with iridescent shards and just have them on all your characters without having to purchase said character. Sounds pretty good, right? And it is. It's a way to make the game feel less pay to win, and to give people who don't want to or who can't necessarily buy every character still have access to all those perks potentially. However, there's one little problem, and that's one little problem, not two, that the shrine has, and that is that it's kind of dog shit. To use that wildly overused term in this community, yeah, the shrine is kind of dog shit. But I have some ideas to make it better. And maybe someone with a louder voice than I am sees these ideas and maybe they can amplify them. So the problem with the shrine now is that it can take over a year for the perk you specifically want to be on it. Because the shrine doesn't rotate in any set order. It's pretty random, and there are around about 300 perks for each side. I don't know exactly, but there are over 200 perks for each side. That only update, once every 7 days, and only 4 perks get rotated out. And that's the first thing. With like 25 killers that all have 3 perks each, and like 30 survivors that all have 3 perks each, there needs to be more than 2 of each in the shrine at any given time. The first change I would make is that the Shrine of Secrets should have 4 perks of each role, 8 perks in total. 4 killer perks, 4 survivor perks. Right off the bat, this doubles the practicality of the Shrine of Secrets. Its practicality is doubled with this one change. The second thing that needs to happen if the Shrine of Secrets is meant to be a viable way to obtain perks is that it needs to go in a set pattern. It can be a random set pattern, like it doesn't have to be in alphabetical order or order of release or anything like that. It could be a completely random pattern, but it needs to be the same pattern every time. It needs to repeat in a cycle so that people can know when the perk they want is coming up. And that behavior doesn't necessarily have to tell us the order that it rotates in, because, nuts who update wikis like myself will figure that out. There are people who will figure out the rotation, figure out the pattern, and you'll be able to look it up, and that information will be available. So if you really want Decisive Strike, you can know, oh hey, these perks are on the shrine now. That means in 2 weeks it'll be Decisive Strike will be on the shrine, and you can start saving up your iridescent shards to get it. But currently it's random, so who knows? Who knows when the perk you want is going to be on there? Like if you want barbecue and chili, but you don't want to buy cannibal, oh well, you better just check the shrine every single week, because who knows? Maybe it's on there next week, or maybe Knockout is on there like 6 times before, barbecue's up there 1 time. Who knows, because it's random. But it couldn't be random. It should be a set pattern every time. And lastly, this is a bit more controversial. The perks on the shrine should change every 2 days, not every 7. I feel like 2 days is plenty long enough. 3 days max. 3 days max. 7 days, it just makes it so painfully slow to wait for the perk you want. And I'm not just saying this for my benefit. I have all perks on all killers, and I have all perks on most perks on all survivors. So it doesn't really benefit me, but the perks on the shrine should refresh every 2 days, 3 days maximum. 2 days might be a little short because I understand some people have very busy lives and maybe they can't find the time to pop into the shrine. But I feel like 3 days is plenty. No matter how busy you are, if there's a perk you really want, you can boot up the game for 5 minutes and grab the perk off the shrine within 3 days. And just the first change and the last change, the efficiency of the Shrine of Secrets is quadrupled. Twice as many perks, refreshing twice as fast. And if it's in a set pattern, then you can know when the perk you're looking for is going to be on there. I think with those 3 changes, the Shrine of Secrets will go from being kind of dog shit to a viable method of obtaining perks, because right now it's really not. It's if you get real lucky and the perk you want is on there, great. But if you're waiting for a specific perk, if you're wanting to unlock a specific perk, then waiting for it on the shrine is just not a viable method of obtaining it. Perhaps it worked well when there were fewer perks in the game, but now that there's over 200 for each side, it's just not viable anymore. It needs an update, and these are my 3 ideas.